Welcome back to the Big Lion King party. It's always nice to meet a Rafiki and especially an old friend, Sharon D Clarke. How are you?
I'm very, very well, my darling. Great to see you.
It's lovely to see you again, and we keep meeting like this. Am I stalking you or are you stalking me?
I think it's a bit of both. That's the way it works out best, don't you think?
I'm so excited to see you again because I still maintain you are the greatest West End performer of the last 50 years that I've ever seen. You're amazing. You were Rafiki in The Lion King. How does it feel 10 years later seeing this great party?
It's a wonderful reunion. I mean, like, Paul and I were in the show in the first, I left in 2002, we both left in 2002. And so just that coming together of people, and, you know, I kind of wonder what the show must have been like for the ordinary punters who were in this afternoon, who didn't really realise what was happening. Because there were just so many people going, oh my God, it's wonderful to see you. And like looking at kids who were last 12 when you saw them, who are now 22, just, you know, feeling like your mum again. What are your girl, Biggie? Oh my God, look at you. Do you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. And it's been a surreal, overwhelming, completely emotional, fantastic experience. I'm loving every second of it.
You turned 30 this year and you're looking fabulous on it.
You can come again, darling. Thank you.
Bob, what's it like working with this lady? We'll get to you in a second, but is she not just the most incredible thing you've ever seen?
Well, we have worked together since we were teeny boppers. I remember singing a long time ago, and and every time we come together, it's just like coming home. We love it. We love it. We just start singing and we have the best time ever.
It seems to me The Lion King is a great show to be a family because more than any other show, it seems to have great heart. Is that true?
Totally. Great heart. If you don't do the show with heart and commitment, it doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't translate, and it's, you know, kids know it very, very well from the cartoon, and the cartoon is very truthful. So when you're doing that to translate it to kids, you also have to be really truthful and find the joy and the magic within the show. And it's been really great for us just sitting down as punters, getting the chance to see a show. Very rarely, especially if you're first cast, you very rarely get a chance to see the show. And so it's just been magical watching the way it has progressed, little things that people are doing that, you know, they've brought in that they're their own, like when all the hyenas bogled, it was like, yeah, cool, and everybody was laughing about it.
And Paul, for you, when you sing it today, was there a side of you thinking, I wish I was up there?
Oh, no. You just... because it's 10 years ago and everything has its time.
Yeah, and you've moved on, you've done other things.
Moved on, and you just love watching the show, because I had never ever seen the show. I'd seen it from the side. So for me, it was like, I didn't know that that's what that looked like, or oh wow, that's what that is. So for me, I was like a complete new kind of person seeing it for the first time and enjoying it. And thinking, how does this end again? I couldn't even remember it because it's such a long time ago and you've done so many things since then. But as Sharon says, one of the main things was just seeing everybody that was in the show at the time and the various people that have come and gone since. Because it's such a family, and I remember when I did the first day of rehearsals, I thought this is going to be really important. I can feel like in 10 years' time, this is going to be a really important landmark piece of theatre, and it's proved that.
And for you playing Rafiki, it's my favourite character in the show. I said this to Alice earlier, that it's got such passion. How do you do that thing, though?
Listen, the South Africans in the show and the Africans in the show, it's their baby. They know how to do that. I was fortunate enough to have a woman called Tandy teach me, who was on the show. We didn't have a voice dialect. We actually had the real people doing it. And it was gym for my tongue. After a session with Tandy, my tongue would physically hurt because you were just doing things that it wasn't used to doing, using muscles in a way that you just hadn't used them. So it was a phenomenal experience. And I can still remember a bit of it now. When Rafiki did her thing today, it was like, oh my God, that took me months and months and months to get right.
And then they press released me to say that you're going to be in Hairspray.
Yeah, I start next week.
Help me with this, Phil Jupitus and Hairspray.
Phil Jupitus is doing a fab job, God bless him. He's doing a fab job.
Can he sing?
It's very new for him. Yeah, well, Harvey Feinstein wasn't a singer when he did it on Broadway, do you know what I mean? It's about how you make it work. And Phil's doing a great job. It's an absolute pleasure working with him and Belinda.
I'm thrilled you're in it, but I'm sorry that you haven't got a bigger part in it. You've got one song that steals the show, and that's what you're great at. There's one song in this, you're just going to blow them away, and I'm so thrilled that you've got this role, because it was made for you, like Killer Queen was made for you and We'll Rock You.
Well, I'm glad to be able to do it. I mean, when the show first opened, I was doing Holby, and I had a killer gig already, do you know what I mean? But my other half had been to Broadway and had seen the show, and it's just like, this is phenomenal, there's a part in it for you. And luckily enough, the time has come round and I'm able to do it. Thankful to small mercies, you know? So
I've done the Sharon D Clarke plug. Is there anything I can do for you, Paul?
I don't know. Well, tomorrow I start rehearsals for Sweet Charity at the Chocolate Factory with Tamsin Althwaite, which should be amazing. I've come back from America specifically to do that because I live in America now, but I've come back to do that and I'm really excited to be back.
Do you think she'd ever date an ugly ginger man like me?
I will ask her tomorrow. That's the first thing. Just give me your card before I even say hello. It's nice to meet you. I'll say, do you think you could date this ginger thing?
Oh, that's not very nice. I was trying to be ironic, and then you're taking it seriously. That wasn't nice, was it?
Listen, if you get the gig, baby, you're not going to turn it down. If he comes back and says, here's Tamsin's number, and she's got a date.
She's got a thing for ginger things. It'd be working.
All right, okay. I think we're going to go now because I'm hurt and I'm offended. I love you, Sharon. You know I love you. You're the greatest performer in the world ever. You've just got a voice that God gave, and you just know how to use it and swing it and move it and all that. I can't wait to see you in Hairspray.
With my agent. Fabulous.
And Paul, good luck with Sweet Charity. I'll come and talk to you there at the Menu Factory.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Guys, thank you very much.
Wonderful performer. Just.
Oh, okay.
No, you are. You are. I can't wait. Luckily for me, Hairspray starts doing Sunday shows, which means that we get Monday off.
Oh.
So I will be there championing.
Mondays extra special.
Yeah, definitely.
Mondays will be the hot night to see the show.
Guys, thank you for talking to me.
Absolute pleasure. Take care.
Bye-bye.